Welcome to Hardwired McLean.
If you haven't seen my video on the YHV smart lock yet, go check it out. This, however, is the follow-up video. Now that I've had this lock for about 5 months, I feel like I can give an honest review of the pros and the cons, what I liked about it and what I don't like so much about it. And unfortunately, there's more I don't like about it than what I do. If you have asked me the day of the install what I ranked it, I would have said 5 out of 5, hands down. Now, not so much. I'll explain why shortly. Let's start with the pros. The biometrics is incredible. It works within a split second of putting your finger to it.
Unlocked.
Next up is the keypad. It works well, it responds well, and exactly what you would expect out of a smart lock. And if all else fails, the good old-fashioned key works great as well. Which brings us to our first con. This lock requires 4 AA batteries in 2 layers. You heard that correctly, 8 batteries total. Inside the app, with the auto lock feature turned on, the battery will die in 3 weeks. Otherwise, if it's turned off, it dies in 6 weeks, and you'll go through 70 batteries in a year. Inside the app, and while I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, you can see the battery shows that it's actually dead, which means I can't lock and unlock my doors remotely at all. This feature only seems to work when I'm at home and connected to Wi-Fi. And even then, it takes a while to connect, and then it will show the battery life accurately. Another disturbing issue is I hire people from the Rover app to watch my dogs while my wife and I go on vacation. Well, I input this lady here, Lorraine, that watched our dogs, and added the fingerprint feature, right, biometrics, and when it was all said and done, I came back, I went to delete her out of it, and I realized that it won't delete. It says deleting, but it never actually deletes. Obviously, this is a serious security issue. I would certainly recommend, if you can be using this lock, not to set anyone up with biometrics that's not going to be a permanent resident of your home. And as you can see here, it took a while to connect. It shows the battery life. I'm connected to Wi-Fi, and the lock is working. I can lock and unlock remotely, but only because I'm connected to my Wi-Fi. The remote feature stops working otherwise. And we can look at my log here, which is a further proof of it. If I pull up my history, you can see now this last few minutes I've been connected. The rest of the time I've been offline, which really sucks. So if you have a remote lock, you want to be able to lock and unlock remotely, and that's not an option here. So just a quick review of the pros and the cons. The pros, the biometric works good, the pin pad works good, and the key works good. These are great little features it has. That's the only good things. Now the cons. 70 batteries a year to keep this thing running. Doesn't work unless you're connected to Wi-Fi. You can't use the remote features to lock and unlock. Once you put somebody in there for the biometric feature, you cannot delete it. You cannot remove them. To not be able to remove them in that battery life issue, and the battery life only lasting 6 weeks, that's the biggest deal breaker for me. I give this lock a 2 out of 5 stars. If you're looking for a good lock, I would strongly suggest the Quickset 620 because it runs on Z-Wave technology. Therefore, it can be linked to an ADT control panel, for example. So if you're interested in home security, that's a great lock to have. And it lasts on 6 months on 4 batteries, 4 AA's. So 1,000 times better than 70 a year.
Hit like and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you're interested in home security, feel free to reach out to me for a quote or for more information. Our services are available all over America.